Hello again, and welcome to Vodcast number 7. My name's Mad Capsules. Well, it's not really my name. I'm sure you gathered that by now, but that's who I am in this channel. The Vodcast is all about me trying to become someone different and discussing all of the speed humps and successes and challenges, etc. along the way. So, today we're going to talk about accountability. So, who didn't see this coming? Put your hand up if you saw this coming. I saw this coming. The reality is, I didn't fall off the wagon completely. I'm still not drinking, so that's all well and good. But when it comes to the waking up early, doing the yoga and doing the meditation every morning, that has really dropped off. So last week when I was talking to you, I think I mentioned something about trying to do the easier stuff and doing that over and over again until I got used to that. And my goal was to do 7 days in a row of yoga. I think I achieved 2, and I haven't done it since. So that's accountability. Me being honest with myself and with you about where I'm at. I do need to figure this out. I do need to think about a few things. It's not that I don't want to do it. And yes, it probably in the end comes down to laziness, let's face it. But I can't get up at 6 a.m. anymore. I'm really struggling to do it. And I'm looking at a few different things as to why it might be the case. One, of course, there was daylight savings. But you know what? Daylight savings was a month ago now. I should really be used to doing what I need to do and getting up when I need to get up. So no matter when I get up these days, it is not easy. I am sluggish, I have headaches, I just can't get up, and if I can sleep in an extra half hour or whatever, I do. And the problem isn't that I want to sleep in the morning, because a lot of people do want to sleep in the morning. The problem is that I'm getting enough sleep. I am at the very least getting 8 hours sleep. Some of these nights I'm getting 9 or 10 hours sleep, still struggling to get up in the morning. And that sort of leads me to think that maybe something, I don't know where it could be wrong. It could be wrong in what I'm eating. You know, I haven't really been eating super crazy well. In fact, I think I've probably been eating a lot of sugar recently. So because I haven't really had much of the cravings for alcohol like I used to have, I've kind of been replacing my alcohol intake, which used to help me deal with stress at night. I guess I've been replacing that with sugar, because the sugar high is something I'm facing at the moment. So, you know, that's not good in terms of the amount of calories that are going in, but I also believe that sugar has an adverse effect on sleep quality more so. I think that's one thing, but I think the other thing is, well, not exercising as much, of course. That's another thing. When I was doing the yoga, I was probably tireder at night and sleeping better. When I started to slow down on doing the yoga, that probably affected my sleeping patterns, and, you know, a bolero effect happened and things got worse. But the other thing I'm starting to think about is maybe I need to take a sleep test. Maybe I need to figure out whether or not I'm actually breathing properly during the night while I'm sleeping. I know I snore, so I really think this is something worth me investigating, because if I can actually get a better sleep and wake up early, I actually enjoyed getting up early. I remember it. It was only a month ago now, you know? So I don't know what's changed. I can't really remember what I was doing in September that I'm not doing now here in November and late October. I don't know what the difference is. Apart from daylight savings, I feel like everything else is exactly the same. I haven't been drinking. I've been doing the usual stuff I do at night and going to bed early, 9-10 o'clock at night. So I don't know what it is, but I've really got to start investigating so I can jump back onto that yoga horse. Why is it that I want to do yoga? I really believe, part of me does believe in the spiritualism piece, and I'll talk about that in a later episode. But I really do believe that yoga and Pilates, these kinds of whole body holistic exercises, are much better for you than a lot of other things. So, people go to the gym, and there's nothing wrong with going to the gym, don't get me wrong, just my opinion. The gym will exercise certain parts of your body, and of course, calories in versus calories out, all of that matters. But for me, I also do believe that the movements that you do in yoga really does loosen up the joints, loosen up the spine, massage the inner. And I think all of this has an effect on the body as a whole. I really felt there was an exercise I was doing where I really felt as if I was squeezing my insides in such a way as my liver, pancreas, and those kind of internal organs were being squeezed. And it was kind of like a detoxification effect. I could sort of feel it as I was doing the exercise. And these are the reasons why I chose yoga. I am also interested in Pilates and things like that, but yeah, I think yoga is better. I don't know much about Pilates, so don't get me wrong. I think yoga is better in that it involves a lot of stretching as well, a lot of breathing, and a lot of muscular fortitude. But it's not all about lifting weights and things like that. I'm not interested in that. I mean, I'm a big guy as it is. I could probably beef myself up and be a massive beefcake that could freaking struggle to walk through doors, but I don't want to be that kind of person. I just want to be fit. I have been healthier in the past, and I want to get back to that. And it is still a goal of mine. And although I have, admittedly, I have really stopped doing these exercises, and I need to get back to it, figure out where it's at. Another thing, and I know these are all excuses. That's the reality of this. Everything I'm saying is an excuse. I should just wake up tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. and do my bloody exercises. That's what it comes down to, doesn't it? But the other thing is, I'm not really happy with the exercise, the yoga routine. On one hand, I feel like it's a little bit too tough for me. But on the other, it's also only browser-based, so I can only access it through a web browser. And that's really frustrating to me. I'm going to look for something that's app-based, that I can use a tablet to get to, or I can access on basically any device. To date, I've kind of been limited to my work computer because that's the most mobile. I could have done it on a tablet, I guess, by accessing the... It just has been really limiting, I feel. So, I'm going to look for something else. I'm going to look for something that is really targeted at beginners. I'm going to start that up again. But I just need to find something really easy. I don't need to worry about using my stupid work computer and making sure it's charged and all of these other little things that I encountered that got in the way with the other program. This is where I'm at now. I have had a few drinks of alcohol, but nothing serious. I'm not back drinking every night like I used to. Had a couple of beers tonight with dinner. Had a couple of beers Friday night. Here and there. It's nothing that I'm at all concerned about, because back in the day I used to drink a hell of a lot more on a daily basis. So apart from that, I think I need to start watching what I do in terms of my food intake as well. So I'm starting to think about all these things and trying to put together a new plan. Doesn't necessarily feel right. Yeah, I guess it'll be the same plan for the most part, but I think it needs to include some of what goes into the old gob as well. So I'll figure that out, and I will talk to you in a future episode about exactly what that's going to look like. Now I've done a lot of stupid things. I like to test myself. I like to challenge myself. It doesn't go anywhere, but I really like to do it. So I've done the whole cold shower thing. There's a lot of people will talk about the 30-day cold shower test, where you see if you can have 100% cold shower for 30 days. I think I did it for 90. I wanted to keep doing it indefinitely, but once you start using hot water's so nice. Cold water is a good shower. Once you get used to it, it actually is really invigorating. But water's just a different experience altogether. Anyway, I digress. I did a potato diet where all I ate was potatoes for 2 weeks. Morning, lunch, dinner. Potatoes. That was really good. The goal there was to try and break my habits in terms of what I like to eat. So just get used to something boring, and then I wouldn't crave tasty foods. But it didn't quite work. No. After that, I did a month of being vegan. I just wanted to try it out. Didn't want to actually be vegan, so I didn't tell anyone that's what I was doing. But that's what I was doing. For a month, I was vegan, and that was interesting. It's harder than you think, but also easier than you think, all at the same time. So I've tried a whole bunch of different things. I quit alcohol for a whole year. That was easy, but didn't make me stop my alcohol cravings. Yeah, so I've done a bunch of things that have been real challenges for me. I enjoy a challenge, but at the same time, challenges aren't real. So, need to think of it. If you'd like to help, put in a comment, send me an email, greg@madcapsulespublishing.com. That's this week. Accountability, folks. We've got to get back on the horse. To be honest, I'm not sure if I'm going to be back on the horse for next week's episode in terms of the yoga, because I really do want to find a different program that is better. But I also want to figure it out this week. So I'll do what I can, and I will be back next week with hopefully more positive news again. But I'm not going to let this get me down. Ain't nothing going to break my stride. Get back up again and kick its ass. Thanks. Catch you next week.